your eyes for a minute, close your eyes for a second. I won't change my mind.
Hello Posh fam, welcome back to my channel and yet another episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Again, to my latest subscribers, thank you for joining us. Go through my playlist. There's something that you would like. It is a busy Melbourne day today. I'm not sure why. Again, existing service, thank you for staying on course. I would constantly appreciate your effort because you guys have stayed on from the beginning. So thank you. As always, like, comment, share this channel with your friends and your family. Let's keep it growing, or let's grow. Let's grow. With that said, let's get into the talking point that was the Real Housewives of Potomac this week. So the ladies are back from Austin. They are back to Baltimore, their home base, and they are definitely catching up with family time. For Giselle, Ashley, however, they are doing some debriefing with Clarice as to all the shenanigans that went down whilst they were away in Austin. Now, it felt like the Austin was a one-week trip. However, they went for 3 days, but a lot happened, and so no wonder Giselle had the time of day to unpack with and share with Clarice all that went down. Giselle is also on mommy duties. Her daughter is going to college, and she is feeling, should I say, sad about it. But first, she's trying to give her daughter some life skill by teaching her how to defend herself in the event of, you know, danger. Our instinct as a woman comes first, and I will think that's an important life skill to give your loved one, especially in this present society where you don't know who is who. Everyone is just acting like animals. Okay, yeah, she is taking her daughter to a taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, boxing place, and for some reason I think Grace is ready for what's out there. She's got her self-defense locked down. She was even able to take down the instructor. I'm like, whoa girl, I can't even do that. Good on her. And you know what, proud mama moment here. Her daughter is off to college, and she is definitely relishing as well as reminiscing on the time they've had. And you know, it's that the daughter is grown, you know, she has to now have her own feathers and fly away. Meanwhile, Candice is also debriefing with her mom. She's on a ride to see Nneka, and this is one of the talking points in this particular episode. It was a very tamed episode. There wasn't a lot of drama, which is good, but we're just going to highlight the few talking points. Whilst on her way to see Nneka, we could hear her speaking to her mom about some medical emergency that she had, and she's sharing with her mom the fact that she's got a lump and she's got a history of cancer in her family, and so she's a little bit concerned and worried. Well, Candice, she also shared with her mom, I think, what happened in Austin as usual. We will get to the conversation she had with Nneka on their date, but then we check in with Karen. Karen also is having the debrief with her man, but this time there's also a medical episode that's affecting Karen. I think she's got some heart condition or some heart related issue which she is now monitoring, and I'm, you know, wishing her all the best. I think she was upset that the husband wasn't really that concerned or did not show empathy the way she would like. She also shared with her husband that she is going to be hosting an event with an organization that she has been a part of, called PAVE. This PAVE organization, their cause is about women who have suffered or endured sexual assault, which is a good cause. You know, we'll get to that talking point which happened towards the end of this episode. Wendy is also catching up with her bae Eddie, and they are also talking all things Austin. No surprise there. We did see Wendy, which is quite significant, checking with her mom. We all know that her mom had also had a medical condition, I think, whilst she was away. Now, for clarity's sake, the mom said she had an elective procedure done, which then led to further complication that saw her go into the hospital. So it's clear to say that mom is sort of on the mend. And now to the big part, and that's the conversation with regards to the witchcraft and all of that shenanigans relating to Nneka and Wendy. Now, you know, Nneka came to the show all with guns blazing, all to bring down Wendy. And so with the clarification, from what I could gather from her mom, Wendy's elder sister, Ivy, who's also, I think she's a surgeon, has a friend called Lebe. I'm not sure how they are pronouncing these Igbo names. Lebe? That's supposed to be the pronunciation of this girl's name. Lebe and Ivy have had a falling out. And for some reason, Wendy's mom decided to, you know, intercede for her daughter by trying to get them to see, you know, the long road and try and make, or rather, break bread and settle their rift. I don't think it went down well, or it was received well by Lebe. And so this has now resulted in a third party, NECA, coming into the mix. So NECA, with an ulterior motive, is now feeding information. And as you all know, when it comes to Chinese whisper, the way the message is delivered is not the way it is. The way the message is relayed is not the way it is delivered to the third person and also the fourth person. So there's also something missing and something that's been added. And now, the drama that has now linked Wendy, because this whole situation is between Lebe and Ivy, with Wendy's mom chiming in, according to her, as a middle person or peacemaker. It didn't go down well. And according to Wendy's mom, she doesn't know who NECA is, and she is not concerned about NECA. Basically, she's going to be praying for NECA. And guess what other significant part she also mentioned? That the only shrine she knows is the one that's in downtown Baltimore. I am pretty sure it's a Catholic church. This woman is full of it. She is quite hilarious, and I am here for the TV moment. I was like, where is downtown Baltimore? Someone go there and find this particular Catholic shrine that she's talking about. Like I said, if you know Catholicism or whatever it's called, they have images of Jesus and Mary, you know, in altars, and they pray to those things. Okay, so if you are in doubt, contact your nearest Catholic church and find out more. Okay, with that said, we're gonna visit Mia. Mia has decided she is gonna try or attempt some culinary lessons, and this time she's taking her husband, and they have invited Juan and Robin. This is the first time I'm actually seeing Juan this season. So they are somewhere in Baltimore. There's a culinary class to be learned. They are going to learn how to make pasta. Okay. Now, during this particular pasta making session, we find out that Robin is now planning on the next business venture that she's thinking about joining or franchising or buying into the franchise. We wish her well. Meanwhile, Juan decided at the moment that the cameras were rolling, he was going to make a pretend phone call, trying to, you know, find out from his connections with relations to his job search. Okay. You know, Juan, good luck. That's all I'm going to say. During the pasta making session, Mia decided to get a little bit messy by trying to find out the real truth as it relates to all the cheating rumors surrounding Juan. Now, you would know that Juan and Robin didn't come to play. Those two have had a storyline ready to go, and he delivered it hook, line, and sinker. Like, there was no crumbs left. And you could see that he was literally not making eye contact. I know it's not an African thing to make eye contact. We do that out of respect. But in this case, he was fidgety, he was stuttering, he was trying to remember his lines. Safe to say that, according to him, he made a stupid mistake that he would not be making again. He, should I say, helped a damsel in distress. The girl called all the way from Canada. She lost her credit card at the casino and felt Juan was the next Prince Charming that's going to help her pay for her hotel room. Juan could have easily contacted the hotel and ran his credit card details to them, and they would deduct it from his account, right, without visiting the chick. But he decided to go physically to help this damsel in distress. Okay? Now, do you think nothing happened? I don't know, guys. But if you ask an ignorant me, I will tell you, quite frankly, those two people have got something to hide. But it's their affair, you know, it's their relationship. They make do however they want, as it pleases them. You know, I'm just a bystander and an interesting spectator like you, the viewers, and we're just going to be entertained as it comes. Well, the pasta making session was a success. There wasn't any yelling or screaming, and they took away a few pasta scampies, you know, tasty, yummy meal. And I guess that is it, folks. We didn't get to find out the truth according to public opinion, but we got the version that Robin and Juan is putting out there. I guess that's enough for us. Okay, now we visit Candice and Nneka. So Candice is visiting Nneka to try and get to know her better. Now, are we surprised that Wendy's name came up? Absolutely not. By the way, Candice looks really nice. Nneka wants to get to know Candice, but according to Nneka, she feels Wendy's in the way of their friendship. Candice, on the other hand, is like, I'm not trying to betray my friend here, but I feel like there is a conversation that has to be had between you and Wendy. And Nneka is like, oh, well, I want to get to know you, but I don't want to, you know, step on stones or step on toes just by getting to know you. And I feel like if Wendy wasn't in the picture, we will be best of friends because we've got a lot in common. What do you guys have in common? They are both trying to get pregnant. That is what they have in common. And they are both newlywed brides. So again, that's another thing they have in common. I guess it's quite significant if you're looking at it from that angle of, you know, friendship making and sharing, should I say, tribulations and trial as you're experiencing it, or should I say simultaneously experiencing it. So yeah, she's right, they do have something in common. However, I think, Nneka, you have missed the mark here. The way you came into this franchise, you came in guns blazing, you came in on the attack mode. You didn't even give anyone a chance to get to know you besides Nneka. Wendy, you came in on the attack mode, and this is where it's left you guys in a rift. You've chosen a side and you feel like the other side is not supportive. No, I feel like you should need to let your guard down and maybe start all over again. Frankly speaking, I really don't want to see you next year because you came on first impression. For me, is a write-off. And I honestly, whatever you're selling, I'm not even interested in even looking at it, let alone buying or contemplating buying. So the conversation ended with no headway. Candice is like, I will think about it, or I'm looking forward to a blossoming friendship. I might add, I want to see or hear what Wendy thinks about this particular meet, because I know Candice is going to share. If I were Wendy, I wouldn't even react. You let them try and get to know each other, because at that end of the day, it's a reality show. You guys are meant to correlate, to coexist, to make money. And so I'm on the fence on this one, and I really would like to see what type of friendship Candice and Nneka is going to have, and if Wendy doesn't get jealous. Okay, because it's a normal thing for women to get jealous when it comes to their friends. They're very territorial. I don't know about you, but I would think I would do the same or feel some type of way. The night ended with Karen's charity event for women who have suffered sexual abuse, and we got to find out they all have something in common, and in that they've all experienced some sort of sexual assault, sexual abuse type situation. And it was quite refreshing to actually see these women gather together for a good cause. They all brought something to donate, you know, to this particular organization to help people who are actually in need. Karen is, you know, standing beside this organization, and I am in support of what she's doing. It is very hard for women who have had to endure this sort of situation to speak up, and that is one thing that the last 4 or 5 years has done for people. It's giving them the ability to speak up amidst all their struggles, amidst who's going to believe them, regardless of who's going to believe them. You speak up. You know, Me Too movement has just shone the light on the amount of abused women that are out there who are struggling and who have got post-traumatic stress following the assault that has happened to them. And it's not just from the situation, it's the fact that sometimes people don't really believe that it has happened. And we saw Mia break down. She apparently has got trauma from her own sexual assault situation, and I think this is linked to her friend Jacqueline, and I don't know if she's going to heal from it, if she's going to share. Hopefully she shares, but however she doesn't share, I kind of felt for her, and it resonated with me. The night really ended with the women coming together, taking photos and sharing, you know, this particular moment, and I cannot wait to see how next episode unfolds. Apparently there's going to be a sit down between Candice and Robin, and I'm going to come here and share that with you. With that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Always look after each other, be safe and stay focused. Bye.
Say what you wanna say.